Hi YouTubers. Emergency communication. This is part 2. If you haven't seen part 1, I will put a link just up the top there. Thanks for clicking on my video firstly. And if you've not seen part 1, just go back and watch it, because this is less relevant. So in part 1 we covered the various ways you can communicate by torches, CB radio, amateur radio as well. I don't think I mentioned that, but amateur radio operators like myself can talk to people all the way around the world. And you know, PMR radio, the little walkie-talkies, I've not got one here to hand, but you know what they are. Little radios about so big. And we covered what you can do with them, you know, what you can do from the top of a hill with a torch or lighting a fire. SOS is ... So in the torch that would be 3 quick flashes. You know, you can put your hand over the end of the torch and sort of 1, 2, 3, that's ... and then you'd have to repeat ... to complete the SOS, but you just keep repeating it really till you hopefully draw some attention to yourself. Spelling out help in great big letters on the ground. You could paint it, you could lay logs on the floor, you could lay bricks on the floor, you know, if an aeroplane, helicopter or whatever comes over. Covered all of that. Again, going back to emergency communication part 1, you know, it could be any sort of emergency. It could be a tsunami, a flood, forest fire, earthquake, erupting volcano. Could be an outbreak of war, couldn't it? Let's be honest, there's enough people on the telly at the minute in various parts of the world, you know, having to, I don't know, leave their homes and try and survive, you know. But something I didn't cover in the first video was the Midland Base Camp. Now I've not got one, otherwise I'd sort of give you a bit of a demo. Do a Google search for it. That's the Midland Base Camp. It's basically a walkie-talkie built into a little transistor radio about so big. If I remember rightly, it's got a torch on it. It runs on batteries. Obviously it's the walkie-talkie, but it's also a transistor radio. And if it goes flat, you can sort of, there's a wind-up handle on the side. You can charge it back up again, which I think would be a good idea to carry in an emergency if you had one, of course. Because let's be honest, if there was some sort of big thing going on and everyone just sort of had to, you know, run away, leave their homes or whatever, you'd want to listen to the radio to, you know, to see where help was coming from, you know, rescue attempts, etc. So that really sort of covers it. But I will end by saying that through watching television and stuff, I've noticed that in various countries, I won't say where, but these sort of things happen. You know, it could be a major earthquake, a fire, a war zone, a drought. Some people, I don't know why, they seem to just root themselves to one place and hope that somehow everything will be okay. And a lot of them perish because of that. I've seen things on the telly where people have walked for like 3 days and 3 nights barefoot to reach some sort of, what's the word, some sort of help. You know, it could be a camp, you know, with medical facilities and a bit of food, water, just your basic stuff for survival, you know, a tent. So God forbid, if something ever like this did happen to any of us, you know, me included, I won't be sat on my arse waiting, hoping for the best, you know. Get a plan in your head. Think, where can I go? Listen to the radio, you know. Communicate, get on your CB, whatever. Don't just sit there and sort of, you know, let your world cave in. Help yourself as best you can, you know. So I'll just sort of end there really by saying, you know, good luck, and let's hope that we never have to do any of this. But I think some of the most important things are, you know, get a plan. You know, if you've got elderly people in your family, have some sort of plan. You know, even if it's something stupid like, if you have a lot of snowfall next winter, what we're going to do is this. You know, and if that snowfall does come, you'll know where you're at, you know. Go along and make sure your nan and granddad's alright, or check on your elderly neighbour. Simple stuff. You know, could save someone's life. You know, the amount of old people that I see on the news, and we've all seen it. Oh, you know, I ain't seen Mildred for a long time. Please come and break the door in. You know, frozen to death in their own home. They are. Thanks for watching. And on a more cheerful note, laters.